So what do you do when you're not confident? When you need to do something and you just don't feel like you have it? What do you do? Hey, what's up? I'm Ken. This is kenfuTV, and each week I release videos in the martial arts, philosophy, technique, training, that sort of thing. So if that's the kind of thing you're into, I hope you stick around. I hope that you maybe subscribe, maybe jump in the comments and join in the conversation. But mostly, I hope you enjoy this. I hope that it has value for you, and I hope that you share it with somebody who maybe needs to hear it. Before we talk confidence, let's do shirts and patches. I am super excited about today's t-shirt. This one is a result of community and the fact that we talk and we do this stuff, and that's super cool. So we start off right here. Minnesota Collie Group, James Devine. It's been in the comments. We've talked recently about how he needed to make a shirt. There was a particular phrase and we decided, you need to put it on a shirt. Let's do it. And he did, and he sent it, and here it is. There is no I can't in this dojo. This was a comment on a video about how Kali affected my karate. He commented this actually more in response to the bullying video that I did. If you haven't seen that, you need to check it out here. It's talking about how we can be our biggest bullies. And he said, the words I can't do not exist in this dojo. There is no I can't in this dojo. So this is such a cool shirt. I'm going to wear this in my dojo all the time to support this idea. This is something I can't is not a thing. You can do it, you can not do it, but there is no I can't do it. You have to believe you can. Now, James didn't send along a letter talking about his school, so I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to tell you a little bit that I learned, kind of digging into it a little bit, and hopefully I didn't get this wrong. I hope that he hits the comments and he tells you a little bit more himself about what's going on and links you to their Facebook page and that kind of stuff so that you can see and check out what they do. I'll definitely link his YouTube channel as well, so you can go see some of the videos he's put out of the Filipino stuff that he does. So his school is in Skerries, Dublin, Ireland. It is called Skerries School of Martial Arts. I kind of really love that name. Like, it has this wordplay thing happening where it's in Skerries, but it's also like Skerries School of Martial Arts. It just sounds awesome, and I love it. In that school, they train the Filipino martial arts, Jeet Kune Do, and kickboxing, and has a nice mixture and spent a lot of time working on just developing the individual. And I think that's really, really awesome. You can tell by their social presence that community is something that's important to them, and building up the people in the group is something that's important to them. And I think that's just so cool. And I really love to see that. And I really love that we're having these crazy connections because of YouTube. And I'm really proud to wear this shirt. So if you get a chance, go hit him on Facebook, go hit him up on Twitter, go check out the stuff that his school is doing. If you're in the area or traveling there, see if you can link up, see if you can do some training. How awesome would that be? I know I would like to. I think that'd be amazing. Since I can't, right now, pandemic, travel, if you're close, go do it. Ken sent you. Just get it done. As we say in our Kali group, go click sticks and talk a story and maybe make a new friend. No new patch this week, so that's going to wrap it up for shirts and patches. Let's go ahead and jump back to today's video on confidence. There's no I can't. Gotta be confident. So what do you do? What do you do when you're not confident? When you have something you need to do, something you need to express, something you need to say, someone you need to be, but you're not confident. What do you do? My answer to this for many years is something that came to me through the martial arts. I'm sure it's existed elsewhere. There's probably names for this. I'm going to call it borrowed confidence. Maybe even sometimes stolen confidence. And to me, that's the idea of taking something that you are confident in and letting that confidence be the thing that supports you while you do something you're not confident about. I actually had a different video planned today. It was going to be one that's going to take a little bit more time. It was one because of this responses to this video, which, by the way, totally surprised. I thought you guys would come out of the woodwork with weird stuff that I was going to have to come up with and do on the channel. But no, only a couple things. But I'm going to do them. Told you I'd do them. I'm going to do them. And that doesn't stop here. If you go comment on that video and you mention what you want to see in a video on this channel, I'm going to do it. So go confidently drop some ideas of what you want to see in a future video in the comments of that video. But one of the comments I really want to tackle, so I was going to do this video. It's going to be a longer video, probably normal. My videos are long. Long is kind of on brand for me, so a longer video is probably going to be a normal length kenfuTV episode, but not this week. Instead, we're talking about this. So what happened today? This is something that we talked about in the dojo yesterday, actually, during class. It was a small class. The weather's getting crappy, and just a few people showed up. We sat down, we talked for a bit. And this concept came up. But then today, I'm in IT, I manage networks, do managed services, that sort of thing. I do support. And one of the networks that I have, very big, very complicated, has many moving parts. And today they called and they were down. We had a massive storm, dumped 3-4 feet of snow overnight, and the whole town is having problems. Power outages, different things. Emergency services are being rerouted because there's so many people stuck or anything. They don't want people driving. I mean, it's a big mess. It's Wyoming. It's a little bit, we get what we get because we chose to live in a frozen wasteland. I chose this life. But so here we go. Systems are down. It's an area of their business that I've never had to troubleshoot before. I've never had to support before because it's actually partially managed by someone else. So I manage a large portion of the network, but then there are pieces of the network that are outside of us. They're managed, they're so specific that they're managed by specific vendors and their support team. And I just provide support for that to happen. So today when this went down and they couldn't do critical functions, I mean, confidentiality is a thing, so I'm not going to go into what they were doing, but they couldn't do critical things that kept them in business, but they're a 24/7 company. So I do what anybody does in this situation. I grab my things and it's time to head out. It's time to go deal with it. I've never dealt with this before. I don't know this equipment. I don't know what I'm going to need to do. I don't even know what to expect when I get there. So how do I reconcile that? How do I confidently put myself in that position and go handle it, even though I might not know what I'm doing today? Borrowed confidence, stolen confidence. That's the answer. What I do know is that I'm a good tech. I'm a good troubleshooter. I have skills that have taken years of practice and experience to hone, and I have proven to myself over years and years of time that I can do this, that I can handle these things, that I have many skills that I'm capable of. So I lean on that confidence. I lean into that confidence and say, okay, I need you to hold me up today. I'm confident that I know about the equipment in this room. I'm confident that I know how to talk to people and get an understanding of what is impacted and figure out what needs to be done and boil down to the things that are important and prioritize and see if we can coordinate a solution. I know how to communicate the data that I do have and collect appropriate data and give that to the specialists on the phone. I know how to do all those things. I know that there's many things that I am absolutely capable of doing. Just not this. So those things, those are what I pull my confidence from. Okay, you can do this. You may have never done it before. I may never have to do it again. But what is true is that there are things that I can absolutely do and that I'm sure I can get to the other side. I'm sure of it. There's so many things that I'm capable of that always get me through. So sometimes we just need to lean on those things. So sometimes we just need to be confident elsewhere in order to convey confidence where you need it, until you can build confidence in that area too. This is something that I also learned through this job. I have a team of people. When I first started, it was a small team. It's grown more than double. But even in a very small case, I had people at the office. I had at least my boss, who knows a lot. I had his partner, who also has many skills. And so when I would go out into the field, I didn't have to convey my confidence. Instead, I can convey the team's confidence. The fact that together, we're going to find the solution. We're going to get to the answer. So do I need to be the confident one? No. I can be confident knowing that I'm in the right place, caring about the right things, and drawing on the right resources when the time comes. It has not changed. The team has gotten bigger. In some ways, that's made it worse. We've got people who are more specialized in certain areas. We've got higher profile clients with more advanced needs, and the stakes are high. The pressure's there, but we have a team, and I have the skills that I have. So a day like today, to confidently walk into a situation and go, I'm ready for this. Even without the answer. Truth is, ultimately ended up being a bad piece of hardware that we can't do anything about. They've got to ship out a new piece. But we were able to get to that result. We were able to find that out. We were able to communicate the needs of the client to make sure that they had what they needed, or at least the best that they could in the meantime. We were able to coordinate a plan for the future to make sure that this is protected against, so that it can't happen again. And we were able to confidently provide a sense of relief, a sense of support, which is what I do. That's my job. It just so happens to be a service job dealing with technology. But my job is dealing with people, building relationships, and giving a damn about what's going on. So where do you stick in life? What hangs you up? What things do you not feel confident in that hold you back? And what things do you feel confident in? What things do you feel strong confidence in that you could lean on to help you grow further in those things that you're not? This could be in life, this could be in training. To stand up and do something takes confidence. And to have confidence to do something that you've never done before is hard. But the confidence of having done things you've never done before is helpful. That sounded weird. What I mean is you have done it. You have done things you're not confident in. And that alone, the fact that you've done it, should give you the confidence to do it again. Keep doing it. Push yourself to be better. Don't let anything hold you back, because you are capable, infinitely capable. And at the end of the day, your confidence determines whether or not you try. And if you don't try, you're not capable. You'll never get it. It's the trying that gets you there. It's the trying that builds your experience. It's the trying that becomes the doing. So go do it. That's it today. Go borrow some confidence. Go do something you don't feel strongly about and become better than you were yesterday. In the meantime, we'll talk comments from last week. Last week we talked about Sente and this idea of putting someone in a position where they have to react, and why maybe you don't do that. But let's see what you had to say. Mark T says, I talk about cause and effect, being willing to be both personally at cause or effect while maintaining a position of cause over the situation. Cause over the situation is to be the determiner of the outcome for both parties. Keeping one at Sente or cause over the situation regardless of one's personal state as perceived by others as at cause or at effect within the moment of the total situation. In this manner, one maintains cause over the situation. Rather than cause over each moment, the goal is to win the war, not the battle. To have Sente over the situation rather than each attack of each party in the situation. I really like your outlook on that. This idea that maintaining an awareness and an understanding of what is going to happen and what needs to happen, regardless of your individual personal position and where you're at in the moment, allows that moment to affect the greater thing. That's a large scale look, and I love that you're looking at it that way, because it is really cool. It takes a great ability to disconnect from the situation to do that, and just that alone, just that disconnect, can help maintain your even keel and help give you some perspective. Really cool. Mark T, love it. Les Bubka says, if memory serves, it's 80% of fights are won by the person who strikes first. If threatened, hit. The law is behind you. Hit and run, don't get involved in fighting. And great analogy with the game. The game taught me this. There's so many lessons learned from the game. I have other Go videos that I want to do. So if people want to see Go videos, hit comments, hashtag kenfuGo or something. I don't know. The game is awesome, and I'd like to talk more about it. Foundation Healing Art says, action versus reaction. As martial artists, we train to make reactions to external forces more Sente-like. Our job is to do the right thing, no matter the context. Live stream would be awesome. Okay, that's a vote for the live stream. For those that didn't catch it in last week's video, possibly thinking about doing maybe like a weekly live stream or something where we do this more live. Do it live. So if you're into that, hit the comments, let me know. I love what you have to say about our job being to do the right thing. Sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes it's really hard to stand up for the right thing, even when there are other things that are easier. This concept of being able to do either the action or the reaction based appropriately, regardless of the emotion involved, is a really powerful thing. Thanks for that comment. I really like that. Kenji Martial Arts says, Sente equals the butterfly effect. Really kind of does, doesn't it? You set things into motion. If you force an effect, then other effects will be made too. And those will affect other things and others. I think you're onto something here. Sir James Gray says, live stream works for me. That's 2 votes for the live stream. Keep those votes coming, huh? He also says, I suck at Go. I'm better at Shogi. I've never played Shogi, but it's been on my list. There is no Karate Sentenashi in my dojo. But for the reason you mentioned, Ed Parker's American Kempo has the law of the first strike, meaning that we react first to the inevitable. He who hesitates meditates in a horizontal position. Ed Parker. It would be cool if you talked on Kimeru. It is directly related to Sente. I look forward to Mondays. Love it. Thank you. Kime. That's an interesting one. It's one I'm still kind of digging into, actually. There are more things that I hope to discover on that. So I hope that you actually respond with a little bit more about Kime. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. Put it with what I've been kind of looking into myself. There's different concepts. There's the concept of what people think Kime is and then what it actually is. And yeah, I think maybe we should have this talk. Chilling with a Grin says, it's been hard for me to figure out what external escalations permit my own particular response. This video is helpful, and I'll keep digging for more de-escalation strategies or methods. If you find ones you like, I would love to know about them, because that is something that, honestly, I feel like I struggle to teach. I believe in it, and I think that I have some ability to do it. It's something that I need to continue to work on, but it's something that I have worked on. But the idea of being able to teach that to other people, that's where I struggle, and I don't want to struggle there. I want to be better at that because it's an important element and it needs to be taught. So if you come up with some good resources, some things you really like, maybe pass them my way. Appreciate it. That's it for today. Those are the comments from last week. I hope that you drop in the comments of this video and see what you have to say about confidence. So that's how I feel about confidence and what it takes to become confident when you're not feeling confident, and how you can fake your way through it. Fake it till you make it, as they say. I hope that if you have tips, if you have things that help you be confident, I hope that you drop those in the comments and help somebody else. And if you know people that you feel like need to work on their confidence, maybe share this video with them. Let them know you care and that you believe in the fact that they can do it and that you believe in them. Show them this video as a way to say, I believe in you and I think you can do this. And maybe here's some ideas how. But the most important thing when you're trying to build confidence in somebody else is to make sure that they know that you believe in them. If you like videos like this, if you like the things that I do, you can subscribe right here. If you want to see a playlist of these videos, Ken Learns Kenfu videos right here, and a couple more videos that you might like right here. I'm Ken, this is kenfuTV, and I'll catch you in the next one.